Hey folks, happy Wednesday to you. We continue our FUMCCV devotional June prayer calendar, reading through the book of Ephesians, getting ready for Sunday morning. Ephesians chapter 3 is today. If you haven't read it yet, hit pause right now, go read it, come back to us. When you do, go to verse 2, chapter 3, verse 2. For surely, this is Paul writing, for surely you have already heard of the commission of God's grace that was given me for you, and how the mystery was made known to me by revelation, as I wrote above in a few words. What is Paul talking about? Well, let me give some background of Paul here. So Paul, we believe, never knew the physical Jesus, right? He was not one of the disciples that was traveling around with Jesus. In fact, if you read the book of Acts, what you discover is that Paul was a Jewish persecutor of Christians. There came a time in which he was on his way to another city to perform some persecution of Christians. He was struck down. He was blinded. Christ spoke to him. And he was transformed from Saul, the persecutor of Christians, to Paul, the great Christian evangelist. Now, in the ancient Near East, if you went into a village and you said, "Hi, my name is Brian, and I'm a Christian, and I'm here to teach," they would ask who you were related to. And what they were trying to find out is if you were related, like if I was related somehow to Matthew, who was there with Jesus, or to John, who was there with Jesus, who knew the physical Jesus. They were trying to figure out not my blood relationship, but my discipleship relationship to someone who is there with Jesus. Of course, Paul loses this argument every time because he was not there with the physical Jesus. But what Paul does instead is to say, yeah, I wasn't there with the physical Jesus, but I was there with a resurrected Christ. Christ encountered me on that road and revealed to me my ministry to you and to the other Gentiles. And so he tries to sort of overcome that argument that he's not related to them by saying, no, the physical Jesus didn't appear to me, but the risen Lord did. Isn't the appearance of the risen Lord even better and more magnificent and more revelatory than being with the physical Jesus here on earth? Paul argues yes. And so he's going to make this argument time and time again. And just wanted you to see that is where what that kind of argument is about, that you'll see multiple times. What it always brings to mind for me is those times in which I am keenly aware of the presence of God. Now, I haven't been like Paul or like Saul, struck down, blinded for 3 days by the glory of God, but I've certainly been in places in my life when there was a moment, and oftentimes just a fleeting moment, in which there was no doubt that God's presence was there and alive. And that's what Paul's talking about, those moments. What are those moments for you? And if you can look back and you can see, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 of those moments in your life, what else is going on in your life? What are the patterns that welcome those moments in? Is it getting away from the busyness? Is it engaging in a certain type of prayer? Is it service and ministry to others? Is it studying the Word? Because what we want to do is we want to have more of those moments. So what causes us to have those moments? If we can figure out that causation, then let's do that some more so we can have more of those moments. I pray that today perhaps is one of those days in which you have that moment, or that you can spend some time today looking back upon a life that is marked by those moments in which God came down and directly encountered your life. God bless. Have a great day.